Hi everyone, Meta Anime here. Hope you are doing well. Today I am going to tell the story of a film called The Children of the Sea. This film was released in 2019 and was directed by Ayumu Watanabe, based on a book with the same title. It tells the story of a little girl named Ruka that befriends two boys, Umi and Sora, who were raised in the sea by dugongs. In the process, she learns about the various secrets of the sky, the universe, and her connection with the sea. Before we go, this video contains spoilers. So please take this warning for those that haven't watched this movie yet. Without further ado, here's the recap of The Children of the Sea. The first scene shows our protagonist, Ruka, playing handball with her classmates at school. Due to jealousy, one of Ruka's friends purposely tackled her and made her fall. Not accepting being treated that way, Ruka purposely hit her while playing using her elbow. But because of that, her classmates blamed Ruka and antagonized her. Ruka is no longer allowed to play handball by her teacher. She went home feeling very sad, especially after seeing a bunch of beer cans that were drank by her mother. Ruka is reminded of her childhood during the time she went to the aquarium where her parents work. She then decided to go to the aquarium. Upon arriving there, one of the staff recognized her because her father also worked there and let her in. Inside the aquarium, Ruka met a boy her age playing at the aquarium. Without any fear, the boy jumped inside the aquarium and swam with fishes freely. Ruka was very confused with the boy. Her father then showed up and explained about the boy. The boy is called Umi. He was found at the sea and raised by the dugongs. His skin is weak against dryness and is not expected to live long. That's why he is brought there to be researched so that his life can be prolonged. The next day, Ruka went to school and was contemplating alone in class. She kept thinking that the earlier accident was not her fault. But why must she be blamed? Suddenly, Umi came and invited Ruka to see the will-o'-the-wisp at the beach. At night, the will-o'-the-wisp went flying through the sky, shining so brightly. Ruka was surprised to see them and asked Umi how did he know about them coming. Umi said that the will-o'-the-wisp asked him to find them. He also said that they shone so brightly because they wanted to be found. All animals and insects that shine want to be found. For example, if one wants to be found or recognized, one would definitely make him or herself the center of attention. At the aquarium office, Ruka saw a worker there named Jim playing a recording of a whale singing in the sea. She asked him about the recording. Jim explained that it was a song that came from the whales singing underwater. Because sound can spread easier underwater, the whales communicate with each other across hundreds of kilometers. At the sea, Ruka saw a white-skinned boy sitting on a rock by the sea. Apparently, he is Umi's older brother named Sora that just returned from the hospital. At the hospital, the scientist was doing research on him. Sora has the opposite personality to Umi. He told Ruka that she bore him because she is predictable. The scientist has researched Sora a few times. They found that Sora is actually just a normal human. From sight, respiratory function, muscle, and bone density, all of them showed that Sora is just a normal human. And his ability underwater was probably developed because of his habit of living at the sea. The next day, Sora, Umi, and Ruka took one of the aquarium's boats to the sea, even though none of them actually knows how to properly operate it. In the middle of the sea, the boat died out and could no longer move. To moisturize his skin, Sora then jumped into the sea followed by Umi. Ruka, who is afraid of the depth, also went into the sea by hanging on a rope. Underwater, Ruka saw a whale shark sparkling in front of her. Apparently, a horde of whale sharks was passing by and the wave almost pulled Ruka from the rope. Luckily, Ruka is saved by Umi and Sora, who took her to the boat. Ruka said that she saw the whale sparkling inside the water and said that she saw it before at the aquarium as a child. Umi said that it was the ghost of the sea and asked Ruka whether she heard a song. Sora and Umi explained that there will be a birth festival somewhere at the sea. They said that the whales are said to sing the advent of the festival to search for the guest for the festival. The next day, Ruka saw her father researching a whale and a bunch of fish that was washed on the shore. At the same time as this event, Sora also went missing. After that, Ruka found Umi unconscious at the shore. Luckily, Umi woke up and took Rika to the sea to look for Sora. Umi then took Ruka to a beautiful beach where they found Sora with Jim's assistant named Anglade. Anglade then warned Ruka about Umi. Umi and Sora then invited Ruka to swim together in the sea. They swam together with various fishes swimming there. At the same time, the scientists were discussing Umi and Sora. They decided to use them to find more information about the festival at the sea. Jim was looking disappointed because they initially didn't want to take advantage of the boys. At night, Umi, Sora, Ruka, and Jim's assistant were cooking together and enjoyed the food together on the beach in front of the bonfire. In the middle of the night, Ruka woke up seeing Umi was having a fever. Ruka then took a wet towel and put it on Umi's head and sang a lullaby for Umi. She then looks at the sea and found that Anglade's boat is already gone. She also saw that the sea was shining because of the plankton in it. Sora then showed up and took Rika to explore the sea together. After having a chat with Sora at the beach, Sora suddenly kissed Ruka and made her swallow a meteor. Sora told Ruka that if one day Umi need her, she must open her belly and gave the meteor to him. Slowly, Sora went to the sea followed by the animals there. He then slowly went to the water and turned into light followed by a very loud noise. The next day, Umi suddenly becomes unable to speak properly and is only able to mimic the sound of a dolphin. At Ruka's house, Ruka's father, who is usually very busy working, went home and met his wife. After a small talk, they then realized that they must start over and change their current condition for their family's future. At a festival, Ruka was feeling unwell, possibly because of the meteorite she swallowed. Umi suddenly came and touched Ruka. And all of a sudden, something weird happened. The two of them saw the ghost of the sea, aka the sparkling whale, and all the sea creatures at the aquarium suddenly stopped moving. The sea creatures all stopped while watching in the same direction where a huge humpback whale was suddenly seen at the sea. Meanwhile, Ruka and Umi took an old woman's boat to the sea together to catch up with the whale. The old woman then told them about the sea. She said that the sea is the beginning of all life. In the middle of the sea, they saw a school of false killer whales. Unknowingly, Ruka jumped into the sea and swam together with the false killer whales. The giant whale then showed up and sang the whale song, which made Ruka feel very painful because of the meteorite inside her. At the same time, all the sea creatures swam in the direction of the giant whale to attend the birth festival. The scientist that heard the sound also went to the sea to see the festival. Ruka, who is now on land, then found Umi unconscious again at the beach. A wave suddenly came that took them deep and deeper into the ocean. There, Ruka saw a baby seahorse and tried to save it. While trying to save it, Ruka realized that she is currently in the deep sea where almost no light exists there. She then saw another sparkling whale and Ruka was then brought again to a new place. There, she saw Sora, who is already there. Apparently, Sora purposely gave the meteorite to Ruka so that it will awaken inside Ruka. After it awakens, Ruka's body will be the center of a gigantic tornado. The meteor encompasses the memories of Ruka and those around her. Not long after, the birth festival began and Ruka changed into a gigantic tornado. Ruka was then reborn as the universe. But Umi suddenly showed up and took the meteorite from Ruka's chest. Ruka then changed back into a human. Umi then tried to swallow the meteorite but was interrupted by Ruka. After some struggle, Ruka then realized that the meteorite is Umi's light and let Umi swallow the light. Both of them then fall into the ocean and Umi suddenly disappeared. Umi is possibly become the universe. The film then ends with Ruka's life turning back to normal with her parents having made up and her relationship with her friend also getting better. So that concludes the recap of The Children of the Sea. What do you guys think? I was made very confused by the end of this film. This film has made up many questions, but it actually is what made this film interesting as it made the viewers more curious about this film. Even though the message that this film is trying to convey may not be clear, what this film lacks is corrected by the top-notch visuals that it provides. Please tell us what you think through the comments section. If you like this content, please leave us a like and share them with your friends. Thank you for watching, until we see you again.